Welcome back to Haunted Southern Ohio, the show where the land remembers, the past breathes through the soil, and the stories of ancient people still echo across the valleys. I'm your host, Zulu, and tonight we're stepping into one of the most mysterious and spiritually charged landscapes in all of Ohio. This episode is based on Spirits of the Mounds, Native American legends, history, and mystery in Ohio's Ross County. And if you've ever stood near one of these ancient earthworks at dusk, you know the air feels different there. Mark, welcome back.
Thanks, Zulu. The mounds are unlike anything else in southern Ohio. They're not just archaeological sites, they're spiritual places. And the stories tied to them go far beyond history. For listeners who haven't visited the mounds, describe the atmosphere. What does it feel like to stand near one?
It feels ancient. The ground is quiet, but not empty. There's a sense of presence, like the land is aware of you. The mounds rise gently from the earth, shaped with purpose, aligned with the stars, and built by cultures who understood the land in ways we're still trying to grasp.
When you stand near a mound, especially at dawn or dusk, you feel watched. Not in a threatening way, but in a way that makes you aware of your place in something much older.
Like stepping into a memory that isn't yours.
Exactly.
Let's talk about the folklore. What kinds of paranormal stories are connected to the mounds?
A lot. People report seeing lights, small glowing orbs that drift along the edges of the earthworks. Others hear footsteps on the grass when no one is there.
Right.
Some feel a sudden chill, even on warm nights, and a few have seen figures, tall, shadowy shapes standing near the mounds, watching silently. These stories go back generations. Early settlers wrote about them. Modern visitors still experience them.
And these aren't just ghost stories, they're tied to the beliefs of the people who built the mounds.
Exactly. The Adena and Hopewell cultures saw these places as sacred, ceremonial, connected to the sky, the seasons, and the spirits of their ancestors.
One of the most common legends is about the Watchers. Who or what are they?
The Watchers are described as tall, silent figures seen standing near the mounds. They don't move. They don't approach. They simply watch.
Just watching?
Some people see them as guardians, spirits protecting the earthworks. Others think they're echoes of ancient ceremonies repeating across time. One witness told me he saw a figure standing near a mound at dusk. When he blinked, it was gone. No sound, no movement, just gone.
That's chilling.
It is, but it's also respectful. These aren't malevolent spirits. They're part of the land.
Let's talk about the lights. What do people see?
Small orbs, blue, white, or amber, floating a few feet off the ground. They move slowly, deliberately, almost like they're following a path. Some drift along the edges of the mounds. Others rise and fade into the air. Archaeologists have seen them. Hikers, park rangers, paranormal investigators, and the stories are consistent.
Do people try to chase them?
Some do, but the lights always stay just out of reach. When you get close, they fade. When you step back, they return.
Another story that comes up often is the sound of drums. What's that about?
People hear rhythmic drumming, soft, distant, steady. It's usually at night, especially during seasonal changes. Some describe it as a heartbeat. Others say it sounds like a ceremonial rhythm. There's no source. No nearby houses, no events, just the sound of drums carried on the wind.
Almost like an echo from the past.
Exactly. A memory the land refuses to let go.
You've written about people feeling guided when they walk near the mounds. What does that mean?
Some visitors say they feel pulled towards certain areas, like the land is nudging them. Others feel pushed away from places they shouldn't go. It's subtle, not frightening, more like intuition amplified.
Right.
One woman told me she felt drawn to a particular mound. When she reached it, she felt overwhelming peace, like she was meant to be there. Another visitor felt uneasy near a different mound and left immediately.
The land speaks differently to different people.
It does.
Let's talk about nighttime. What happens when the sun goes down?
The mounds change. The air cools, the silence deepens, and the presence becomes stronger. People report hearing whispers, soft, indistinct, carried on the breeze.
Whispers.
Others hear footsteps in the grass. Some feel a hand brush their arm even when they're alone. And then there are the shadows, figures that move against the moonlight, shapes that stand still until you look directly at them, then vanish.
It's not a place to take lightly.
No, it deserves respect.
You always emphasize respect when talking about the mounds. Why is that so important?
Because these aren't just historical sites, they're sacred places, burial grounds, ceremonial centers, the heart of ancient cultures.
Sacred.
The spirits people encounter aren't ghosts in the modern sense. They're part of a living memory. When you visit the mounds, you're stepping into a place that meant everything to the people who built it. Respect is the only appropriate response.
Right. Sacred. You've spent a lot of time at the mounds. Have you ever experienced anything yourself?
Yes. One evening near Sep, I felt a sudden shift in the air, like the atmosphere thickened, the wind stopped, the birds went silent.
Okay.
And for a moment, I felt surrounded, not by danger, but by presence, like I had stepped into a moment that wasn't meant for me. I didn't see anything, but I felt something old, something aware.
That's powerful. Why do you think these stories have lasted so long?
Because the mounds are alive with memory. They're not ruins, they're not abandoned. They're part of the land, part of the sky, part of the people who built them.
Right. Part of the people.
The spirits endure because the mounds endure. And as long as the earthworks stand, the stories will continue.
To Mark, thank you for guiding us through one of the most mysterious and spiritually charged landscapes in southern Ohio. If you want to explore the mounds for yourself or dive deeper into the stories behind them, you can find Spirits of the Mounds, Native American Legends, History, and Mystery in Ohio's Ross County by Mark H. Rowe. To learn more about Mark's work, upcoming projects, and the stories behind the stories, visit markhrowe.com. And while you're online, be sure to follow Mark on his Amazon author page so you never miss a new release. Until next time, walk softly, listen closely, and remember that some places never stop speaking. Good night.